in the desert. I got about one bar here. It's windy as hell. I'm at the Centennial truck stop. I have the gear. I'm getting set up. South over here, 5 miles to the southeast, is the Barry Goldwater Gunnery Range. I'm here tonight because they don't do this on weekends. So they do this typically from 8 to 10. So far I have a setup here. We have power. So another lady over there, I'm watching her stuff. She's charging too. We have a laptop hooked up with thermal. So we have one thermal device here that's up and running. We have a second one here next to the bag of potato chips. In here we have a Psionics night vision. We have lasers. We have batteries. We have drinks in case I get stuck. We have some tripods over here. P1000. Camera's not set up yet. And a power bar. It's windy as hell out here. So to compensate for the wind, I'm going to have the tripod sitting here like that, so that way they won't blow over and take the gear out. I only brought a little bit of gear tonight, like 5-6 cameras. I didn't want to overdo it and bring a whole production studio. We'll see. There's this out here is the middle of nowhere. So it might be an hour if anything happens. We don't know. They fly around here with what I've seen in the past. They fly around here with their lights off, so they can turn them totally off. I haven't done a skywatch from here. I went deeper in the desert before. I can just barely see the comments here. Hey Renee, how you doing? As I settle in, I'm going to try and get things set up a little better. It's about 89 degrees. The temperature's probably going to drop quick. There's a sign up here that says watch out. There's poisonous insects and snakes out here. That's what the thermal is good for. The thermal can see stuff like that. So yeah, I see that there are some people here. I don't know how good the stream is. Maybe next time I can bring more equipment, more people. But if there's flares or bombs dropped or shot, I'm going to tape them. You always tape a UFO until it leaves, but a good practice is to tape them before they arrive. So start taping before anything happens. Yeah, the car's sitting over there. For reference, I'm around, if you look at the Barry Goldwater Gunnery Range on Google Maps, and it's around Highway, I think 75th Avenue and Highway 8. Right over there is Yuma, about 10 miles away. Shouldn't have any city pollution. Some of the gear I've had, I don't get to use much to the fullest extent because sky pollution from Phoenix. So tonight's gonna, the clouds are all gone, so it's gonna be a hell of a night tonight. Hey Wes, how you doing? Hey Rhonda. Oh, stream's good. I have one bar at LTE which comes and goes. I'm not gonna get 5G here, so I'm gonna first set this up on a tripod. So this is what I brought for gear to set up. And then right here, I need to set this up first. We can get the temperature. If there are flares, we can get the temperatures off of this night vision. But I can't stream this because in order to stream this, I had to turn off Wi-Fi. And I had to bring actually 2 laptops, one to stream, one to do thermal. But yeah, this is, let's take a look around. I'm out white hot right now. And then I got the other thermal too. So I'm going to start recording on this probably, I don't know, maybe about 7:30, I think, after I get everything set up. So let's start with, gotta have like a tool bag full of your gear. Luckily I brought some extra power cables. Let's see. Trying to figure out where I can set this damn thing. Oh, here's the okay. Here's the tripod for this. I got to stream this in this suicide mode. It will not let me go to portrait. So this is my first mobile test live. Hey Cubert, how are you doing? I need to email you to figure out how to wire up that 15 port Pelco PTZ. The good news is cement's being poured on Saturday. I'm pretty much done with all the construction of the mast. I just got to put some more rebar in, but all the hard work's done. Okay. Figure this out on the fly. Like a spider. Contraption. Okay, so while that's there, let's hook up the shit. I brought this blue safety light. I'm gonna go walk out the desert, test this later, and hope I don't get bit. I am so close here that if there are any military flares, you'll see the smoke and probably the parachute from this close. The P1000 is up. I got 5 batteries for that. Alright, so next, psionics. Let's see what we can do with this guy. Hook this thermal to this one. This is my running gun thermal device. It's portable. This is a thermal hunting scope. This is a Ninja Atomos recording screen with a solid state 1 terabyte hard drive on the back. This is like backup thermal. fresh set of batteries in this thing. Right, so this thing uses these crazy, I'll show you. These are like AA purples. And it only uses these 32 amp. It will not use, if you try and put regular batteries in there, it's not enough amps to power it up. And, oh, these chips in the back pocket. Hours to charge these. So you go. Pretty sure positive on the bottom. So we should be able to hunt with thermo on that one for 3 hours. Hopefully that's a good place to get abducted out here. Alright, so need a battery for that. These batteries are terrible. These TV batteries, whatever they are, suck. Everyone I know that has professional equipment uses these. They're terrible. They take 7 hours to charge. They last 30 minutes. How this became an industry standard, I don't know. But yeah, that's what this thing requires. So, let's see what we got on power. Power. So with this, when you're shooting a thermal, instead of looking through here, everybody with you can see through this. That way you can stand there and other people are up. This one's a top black. I remember right. Contractor tripod doesn't. Let's get this thing recording right now. Alright, P1000 is running. Let's see here. Recording on this thermal now. You have to nuke these things. Low battery. They just charge half the battery. Anyway, let that run for a bit. Now it's a proper setup. Fucking looks like Mars. Alright, sun's about down. Now, Steve Blunder invited us over to his place. That's how I ended up filming the 10 p.m. Phoenix Lights, because these were showing up. This operation was going on, Operation Snowbird, Monday through Thursday. And the military kind of takes off, you know, Friday through Sunday. They don't want to work. So he was guaranteed that we would see stuff. So that's how we, you know, came over. And then Dr. Lynn Katai has tons and tons of photographs that show like 6 balls of light in a line. And they're always looking this way, south, towards this range, which is, she's repeatedly filming flares and not smart enough to catch on at after a while, you know? I mean, you don't see them up to the north. Jeff Willis did film some orange lights up north once. So, I mean, you never know, but Dr. Lynn did. See if I can even read the comments on here. I think I need to bring up another phone to look at the comments. So yeah, here's the setup. That thermal battery died. At least I got power. We're not gonna. This button here will start recording. You know what? Maybe I'm just gonna put that thermal over there on the tripod instead of the running gun. Shit, something shows up. It's hard to, that contract tripod's kind of sucky. I think BP's here, Renee's here, Wes Decker's here. All the stuff that I'm shooting now, we don't really start rolling here until, you know, 8. From 8 to 10, all the stuff I record, I'm going to upload into the 4K Skywatching members area. So if you guys want to see more stuff uncut, it's $3 a month. You get extra videos, extra stuff. I have all the March 13th stuff from this past year, like 2 days worth up there. And there's a video I'm going to post. When I first bought my first night vision camera, I saved up some money with a bonus check and I bought that. And a few days later, filmed it, maybe a couple weeks, filmed a UFO. And that was right after, I think, around 9/11, something around there. Because I remember there were no planes in the sky for weeks. So it's now hurry up and wait. So the next one, I don't know, this one, this location takes a while to get here. So this takes a while to get out here. It took 2 hours of driving just to get out here, and then it's going to take 2 hours of driving just to go back. The next place I'm going to is going to be South Mountain at the Dobbins lookout point. It's like 35 miles from Stanton up here. It's pretty, it's out here. What's interesting is what looks like out here is lava. All this stuff out here looks like lava rock. This does not look like your typical desert rock. See, this is what contact in the desert should be. It should be a bunch of ufologists that get together and share information once a year about what they've learned from the last year. But instead, it's a scam. We got some visitors. How you doing? I'm doing great. We are live on the internet on a 4K Skywatching podcast. I plugged your stuff in, so you should be. We have a bunch of thermal cameras here. Yeah. And right here is a Barry Goldwater Air Force bombing range. So what they do here is they test from Davis Monthan Air Force Base and Luke Air Force Base, and they come over here and train. So they do this on weekdays, and they turn their lights off sometimes, and you see a light show. Wow. So you might be seeing a bunch of orange lights. You might see some bombs being dropped, not explosions and stuff, but just dummy bombs, just target bombs. And sometimes they fly all black, so the thermal will see them whether they turn their lights on or not.
Wow, that's amazing. And he was wondering, do you think it's an airplane or what?
Oh, you guys are skywatching over here. What do you got? An airplane?
Maybe, I don't know.
Where are you seeing?
That point between the both,
those two ridges, you mean? Yeah, I can't see any spots over there. There's the color. Black. See it? Black. How far away? I don't see it. Oh, wait. Yeah, I see it. I see it now. It's above that hill, right where my finger's pointing, in between those two.
Yeah, like from the middle, a little bit to the left.
What, is that like a bird sitting, a hawk sitting on that?
It's been there for, I don't know.
Sometimes they have balls on these power lines to keep them from knocking into each other's way, but I haven't seen any driving down here.
No, it's I don't know, it's flying really higher than those lines.
Yeah, I have a camera for my left eye, so I can't see
Maybe the camera.
These are designed for selfies.
Oh.
No, that one over there, that one can see aliens flipping the selfie. Yeah, hopefully we'll get a show tonight. You never know. I've seen UFOs show up at these things.
Yeah.
That's why I'm out here to film the aliens. The aliens are fucking around with this planet. Everyone knows it.
I know.
I mean, they've been doing this for 80 years, lying to us. Now that the government came out and said, yes, this is real, but they won't say how far. How far is this real? Real Roswell real? Interdimensional real? Another planet? A breakaway civilization? Like you probably heard about the pyramids and the new discovery of whatever's miles below them that's beyond human beings' capability.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't even know if that's real. It's just new stuff that came out. It's not been totally confirmed, but that's kind of good. Where are you from?
From Mexico.
Mexico?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Sorry
cool.
about my English. I don't speak it a lot, so.
Oh, it's better than mine. It's my second language. I speak mainly like Sylvester Stallone because I grew up watching like First Blood and shit, you know. So, yeah, it's fun up here. But yeah, watch out. There is a border patrol. I don't know if you're worried about it, but there's a border patrol checkpoint that way. Well, no, I mean they look at you and go, you can go, and then they look at certain cars, go, pull over, we're taking that car apart. But yeah, they're looking for a different type of aliens than I'm looking for. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's a crow sitting on the power lines.
No, it's from here it's like 4 or 5 centimeters above the lines.
Alright.
Let's see if we can see it. No, it's lower right
I'm not seeing anything black. I need to wear a couple of pair of glasses to figure stuff out. Oh, thank you. Man, you guys need to get up here and teach people up here how to speak English. Because they're teaching it better in schools in Mexico than they are up here in Arizona.
She speaks better English than I do.
No.
So maybe she can explain to her.
I'm out here looking for interdimensional aliens that fuck with military operations. We are 5 miles northeast. This is We're 5 miles northeast of a military operating area called the Barry Goldwater Air Force Gunnery Range. And Barry Goldwater was an Arizona senator before we were around. And right behind us is a place bigger than Connecticut. And from here down to the Mexico border is where they train, and they Air Force does. So we won't see bombs. We won't see a few $1 billion worth of aircraft screwing around up there training because this is the closest thing they have to the desert. Yeah, right here is no, just Monday through Thursdays, maybe Friday. From 8 to 10 when it starts. They fly around with night vision on. And if any UFOs the size of an egg crash, they'll pick it up and then drop it off over at a military base. So there's a lot of people doing what I'm doing. So.
And have you captured anything? Well, not today,
Not
but
today.
Another day?
Let's see. Last time I captured something was about 2 months ago.
Oh, okay.
It was an orange object. Flying around. But something that's irregular. That didn't belong. The normal course of events at the night. Saw it come out of a lake in Mexico and then take off.
No, it went out to a lake and took off like really
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, well, that's actually becoming a normal type of thing. UFOs and see, everywhere I go, I talk to people. I don't even ask them, do you believe in aliens? I just say, I know you believe in aliens because but when I get one of you guys, one by one, you're each going to tell me about something. You went camping and something weird happened. It wasn't weird or something. And then when you get together in a group, you're like, nah, I didn't say nothing. Because you got to be all macho and tough. And then later they go, yeah, tell me I saw something. Let me tell you about that. You're going to think I'm crazy, but. If it's still there, it's gotta be something. But I'm gonna get back to my Skywatch. It was good talking to you. My name's Tom King. It was great to meet you guys. Just plug this back in the battery. Intermission. I'm gonna try and read this screen and see what's going on. Not quite dark here yet, but it's getting there. Glasses where I can read the screen. Oh, Wes Decker, thank you so much for that super chat. That will go towards the wear and tear in the gas and the. I see TN here. if I shut the thermal down on this other computer, I can do it. I can talk on the chat, but I need another laptop, and I only brought one. I usually overdo it and bring too much stuff, so I tried to underdo it and only bring 5 to 6 cameras. Hey Jennifer, how you doing? Eyes on the skies, yeah. All right, so there's something red over on that mountain. I'm gonna go zoom in on it. I think it's just a tower light, but time to start playing with the toys. Ah, come on, fuck for oh, shit, the lights just came. Now I can't see what the hell I'm doing. Thermal won't matter. Shit. Well, they just turned the lights on here. And that kind of like still a bit early. I guess if they don't have these lights on, it's pitch black out here. You out here? You need some goddamn guns. Because you don't know who the fuck's gonna pull up. They have more guns than you do. So you gotta have at least minimum like a shotgun with a silencer on it, like that guy in No Country for Old Men. Something like that. I'm gonna swap out that thermal. Well, I think I'm just going to start recording with the Luna Optics. Let's turn this on and just start rolling. One and two. I should turn this on. Yeah, see, if I had a gun, I could shoot the light bulbs out. I guess I could, yeah, if I had a gun, I could shoot out those light bulbs. Now, why can't I see anything? Weird. Everything here went black. Oh, shit. 35 minutes live. I cannot. There we go. Sorry, accidentally hit the damn turn off the camera button. Yeah, I really like this. I really like this thermal view here. You can see, really. I mean, it's pitch. Look, that's how dark it is. That's how it looks to the eye. But then down here, you can see quite a bit. And then the thermal has limited range. So. This will be interesting to see if we get any flares or anything on thermal. So they usually would kick off, what time is it, 7:36? They usually would kick off around 10. So anyway, I was hooking up to psionics. Yeah. And even 4 or 5 cameras is a lot of shit. Yeah. I don't know. Still early. The winds kind of went down. But it kind of like gust up and down. Yeah, I'm reading what Kubert said. Yeah, what I should have did, I didn't want to pack the whole goddamn office with, but I should have bought my headphone or my earbuds. Then I could use the mic on those, and I think they would kill the wind to a good degree. Hey, Ed Smith, good to see you. I haven't seen you in here before. Jim. Yeah, hit that like and subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. This is real skywatching. I've heard some people, well, not too many, but I heard some people saying they think the Skywatcher thing is fake. They think, I can see kind of how they say that, because yeah, you can't really summon. If you could summon a UFO to land, why don't they have real good footage? I don't know. They're only telling half a story, if you think about it. They don't really get into the details of who the psionics people are, like why are they good? Why are they on the team? Did one of those get an egg to land and surrender? Who did that? We need some transparency on some of that stuff. Otherwise, it's just going to be more stories. And it looks obvious these guys want a TV show. So if you end up with a TV show, then it's like, wait till next season. Wait till next season. We're all going to be on Social Security if you're not already by the time that fucking shit comes out. So it's still not quite dark here. Next Skywatch is going to be on South Mountain or maybe Sedona. Pretty soon. There's going to be 1 billion stars out here. That's when this Skywatching location is going to shine. That's cool. They got power here, though. They got electricity here, so you can charge your stuff. I don't think they got light switches out here. One thing about when you see videos of these orange lights and whatnot that night, if they go on one by one and go out one by one, and they're only 4 minutes long, then it was a LU-2 ground illumination flare. If they fly around doing other weird stuff, that's a different story. But if they just kind of sit there and don't go up or down, then you can bank It's one of these. The military said they couldn't afford to recreate this back in the day, and then it turns out that these flares are like $118 a piece. It's like, come on. The military blinks an eye and $100 million was spent. There's a guy's house over there. There's a dude that lives right here. Said, you know, of all the places, fuck it. I'm gonna build them right next to this rest stop where it's noisy as hell. Could have went down another 4 miles. No one's here. Too many clouds out I can see. Just out looking now. The hardest part about sky watching is spotting them. Got to have real good eyes. Got to be a spotter. I don't know about the maps. I never checked the ADSB on here. But if you guys look up Centennial Rest Park where I'm at and see if there's any air traffic around here, I would guess all this stuff's up mostly north by Phoenix, and then the Cessna's doing their training by Chandler. But I don't think anything's going to be, there's going to be any commercial flights around here. So if I see anything, it's low. I guess it's going to be military stuff, if they're even doing anything at all tonight. Maybe nothing's going on. There's a Skywatcher Chris. He got a weird blue orb the other day. It was hovering. He got it hovering on his iPhone, and then it shot straight down. It's a pretty weird video. So those blue orbs, is a good place to do another practice with that. So those blue orbs, it can't all be safety lights, you know, like somebody walking around with safety light, because he's got one where you can clearly see it in the sky. A blue light is not FAA compliant. You got to have a red and a green on it. So if it's a drone and it's right next to an airport, it's somebody doing some dumb shit, because you fuck around with the FAA and find out the hard way when they find you doing illegal stuff. Clouds on thermal that you can't see. It's almost pitch black now. Wait a minute, I better check it. I can't believe it. These are the glasses. No, these aren't the ones I just paid $300 for. Those were Walgreens. For some reason, the dash camera in my van is still recording. It's not supposed to. Why are you on? You're gonna drain my... It's still recording. You're gonna drain my battery and strand me. I'm gonna unplug this shit. What the fuck? Man, that almost stranded me if I didn't notice that. Pet area. daytime coming to go from Tucson and I guess I'll try that tripod again. Across the train. Let's film the train on. You can see the engines are white hot. The rest of the train is phenomenal. Video of the blue light is aqua filming on thermo, film on this, and at some point you'll see me holding this at some point, because there's got to be a range where the person appears. One flashy light coming in. It's kind of low. There's one coming in that way. First time I've seen any commercial air traffic coming in. Next time I need to bring the Cosmic Watch laptop that can run the thermal camera and the Cosmic Watch at the same time. This one will do the internet and whatever chats and shit. And I need to bring a coffee machine because, man, it sucks bringing a coffee machine and a bunch of donuts inside. It's about 8. These flare things would typically start about 8 on time. Hey, Eric Moya, good to see you. Stopping by for a little bit. And there's Mr. BoomTube. Mr. BoomTube, no, nothing is supposed to happen. I'm out here looking for shit to happen. What's Eric saying here? From the approaching Roswell. Yeah, we went to Roswell once. We got stuck. Hey, it's Dan there. We went to Roswell. I can't remember what fucking anniversary it was of something. It wasn't. Well, we got stuck because driving out there between Phoenix and Roswell are gas stations that shut down at like, I don't know, 9 o'clock or something. And we ended up pulled up to a gas station and we had to wait for it to open. We had to sleep in the car. And that was before they had 24-hour gas stations and shit. It was, I don't know if it's still the same. But yeah, nothing happened. Everybody was selling trinkets. There was a country western thing to do there. We got bored and bought bottle rockets, went out in the field and started shooting them at each other, trying to work up to shooting Roman candles at each other. But we stopped because we started the field on fire. So we stomped it out and said, we're going to burn down the crash site or something. Let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go back to Roswell. I guess people go in that bar, get shit-faced, and then tell Mitch Horowitz what's up. Cool. Those people I ran into, they had their own sighting of in Mexico. They're from Mexico and up here doing a vacation. It's funny, people from Mexico coming up here doing a vacation when like this is the worst time of the year you can fucking do that. But anyway, they saw something. They saw some. If you guys heard them, it came out on the stream. Some UFO shot down towards the lake and then shot back up. Green meteors. Wouldn't green meteors... What color burns green? I think magnesium burns white. A lot of meteors burn certain colors because Dan, Arizona Motherlode, would know this. He's a geologist. And so is... Hey, Jennifer. You're on here, you're a geologist. If you scroll up, Arizona Motherlode Dan here is a geologist, and he is the contractor running the Tyco build. There's a Tyco toy place, roller coaster, water park, $1 billion tourist attraction that Dan's putting together. He's also into geology, and they was asking, Jennifer, do you know anything about white gold? That's been a conversation here, that the white gold that you see looking down from, say, a helicopter on the ground of Arizona and the land. The white stuff that, like over here, I'll show you some lava rock, but if you see a bunch of white dust or whatever, that's gold, from my understanding, that these guys are telling me, that's burnt so much it's turned white, something like that. I'm not a geologist person, so I don't have any understanding of that. Ashes. Hey, Bandy Man, I haven't seen you here before. I don't know. I might be out here till midnight. I got to go to work tomorrow, but you know, I'm already. Let's see, I think I'm like 80 miles from the Gulf of California. So that went down. I'm gonna cycle through some of the cameras here. Take these out and point these up higher, but with the gust of wind, I'm afraid the tripod's going to go over and take out a $1,000 piece of equipment with it, so I'm better safe than sorry. Show the Skywatcher setup here. I left my fucking keys sitting up here. They could have took my shit and ran. The fuck? not even 8 o'clock yet. I'm impatient. Yeah, we did a run of these Phoenix Light shirts. We made 30 of them, sold 10, gave the rest away. Probably got 5 sitting in the closet. Thermal cameras make a click sound. That's why you probably hear a click, click, click. Makes a clickety click sound. That's what sucks about these Luna optics. That piece of shit that I had, and the $80 versus $800. Don't even know what that $80 was. It was crap from China. It was intellectual property they stole and did a shitty job replicating. This thing sucks because it goes through batteries like Pac-Man, and it should have an internal battery that you swap out or something. So this is, I don't recommend anybody buy these for $800. This should be $350. For fuck's sake. Yeah, so now I got to plug in to the power supply. Alright, well that's there. Way over there. Some white light that just turned on, and there's nothing over there. Point the thermal over there. It's gonna turn on again. It's almost time to go out and run a test. Hey T-Fox, how you doing? T-Fox, yes I have a Yahoo Thermo with a tripod adapter, yes. That's the tripod adapter. Some of these Yahoos came with them, some of them didn't. These used to be $200 a piece, and now they're over $400 if you can find them. Don't point them at the sun. It won't blow them up immediately, but it ain't gonna help. Yeah, what you do with these Yahoos is you don't need UFODAP to run these or the internet. So I have it plugged in here. It goes over to this RJ45. This RJ45 goes to a power over Ethernet, and then that shit's plugged into the wall. That then goes up to the laptop, and then the laptop goes there, and we are recording to a local drive. So I'm already recording if something happens to show up. So that's how you can get any camera. It doesn't even have to be a Yahoo. It could be some knockoff from Amazon. As long as it's an IP camera. There it is again. Oh, wait. Oh, ooh. Okay, we got something over there. That way. We got something. My camera. We're two lights side by side like that, off in the distance. And there's nothing. I mean, there ain't fucking shit up here. Nobody lives out here except that dude. Turned 8. Wait and see. But yeah, I saw something light up over there for a second. Power's out till tomorrow. What are you doing on this stream? You got your phone power? I heard in 2019 they stopped Operation Snowbird. I don't know why. They're not going to let other places like Minnesota Air Force come here and train. In South Dakota they have the Air National Guard out of Rapid City, but I don't know where the hell they would train at. This is a perfect place to train. I don't know why they would stop it. There's no one lives here. No one complains. They haven't burned up the place that we know of yet. With all the pyros and stuff out here. This is a good spot to see UFOs. Now there's something blinking up here. This is kind of like when we saw this stuff before. You can see blinking lights. I had a hard time making out what we were seeing. And I saw what looked like a flare on the ground. We were out here by Tabletop Mountain, which I think is over that way. And we were skywatching. And my wife's Honda Civic doing off-road shit. And saw some flares in the sky. And these flares are so low that you couldn't see them from Phoenix because these surrounding mountains. I mean, they were only putting them up like 800-900 feet or something. We saw what looked like a flare at ground level. Like somebody had taken it, put it on a stick, put it on an army jeep, was driving around. And we're like, what in the fuck is that? I don't know, I ain't military dude. But it was like a flare lighting up the ground, moving around. I thought, that's weird. I don't know what they do all out here. those expensive ass batteries I showed you. They lasted 10 minutes, then they died. Took 5 hours to charge. What kind of bullshit is that? That's some Stephen Greer level bullshit. What good is this fucking thing? Is if you got to charge batteries for 6 hours to use them for 10 minutes. How would this work in combat? It would get you killed. Jesus. Bunch of shit. Fuck, this thing's fucked. Either the batteries go out in this stupid TV, or the batteries go out in this. Oh, you know what? I could hook this thing up to the charger too. I guess I could hook this up to USB-C so it's not totally fucked. But just so far nothing. Something flashing right there. It's like boom, 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 strobe. It's not like. Maybe they're stuck. See if that thing goes back over this way, then it's could just be a plan. Let's put you on a tripod. Yeah, not this piece of shit. Go back to Home Depot. This is kind of fucking stupid. Fuck. God damn, this is retarded. God, don't tell me how this. I somehow Chinese. welded this thing in for good. Oh, I know what to do. I think a goddamn thing apart. That's weird. I bolted that thing together. Okay, that plane right there. Alright, I gotta reposition this. Just a second. That plane right there just shut its lights off. So look right here. So I don't know if there, yeah, there's a helicopter or something flying around. I'm waiting to see if they drop any ordnance. Man, everything went off. This ain't supposed to happen. There, Jesus. All the stupid shit I had to do. Fucking spring in there. I've never seen a camera lock itself up. And spring fell on the ground. down, or no, not thermal, the tripod locked itself sideways so I couldn't get the thing. Hey, yeah, they turned the goddamn overhead lights on and they fucked, well, I didn't expect this, but I also, I guess it's a rest stop. They gotta have some lights on. Now I got the thermal corrected. I gotta be attached. I have a point over here. I'm gonna go walk out there with the blue light and wide angle. What? You want to come? All right, so I'm gonna take this light, this blue light, walk out there. P1000 is gonna film it. Thermal's gonna film it, and we're gonna have it like that, and then we'll see if anything happens. Spray this fucking. Bring the laser with you. So I'm going to go out there with the blue light and the laser. All right, we're going to run a test on this here. This way with the thermal, or no, with this blue thing. laser on there. So I brought back a couple pieces of lava. Jennifer's a geologist. I'm sure she's seen millions of these. Tons of them out there with some UFO. Maybe it's part of a UFO, probably. And then this one here. This one will sell. This one will sell for paperweight. All right. I'm gonna go. You can see a lot of stars out there, so I'm gonna go out there and laze again. I'll kind of leave the shit here. Well, no one's here to steal anything. The blue light, the blue light is to test if this is an orb or a blue light. For instance, if we get an orb video, how do we know it's not this light? Because we're testing it. That's what the blue light is for, is to test the distance that this has to be away from the camera until you can no longer see it's a blue light and it's just a diffuse blue something. There's a distance for that with these iPhones, so we're looking at that. And then also zooming in and comparing them. They do look a lot like Chris's video, but his video, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Snakes and coyotes. Yeah, there's fucking snakes out here. All right, so I'm gonna walk out there. We're gonna see some more stars and get away from this light setup. So P1000 clocked out again. So thermal's still taping. So let's go out with the laser. And should I bring my blue one? That one's dead. No, I brought the red one, but the red one's weak sauce. Alright, let's go out here. We'll try some of them. Use this psionic, if that's not a bunch of shit. So we're getting away from that. We're going out here until we get abducted. This is Tom King live with 4K Skywatching at Buttfuck, Egypt. It's on the opposite side of Egypt. So I'm getting that's pointing straight up. I kicked a rock. All right. So, you guys can see, I'm going to turn the light on, see if there's stars up there. Try this. That is something reflective over there. Shit, that's a plane. Better not hit that. Man, this is disappointing. There's not as many stars as I'm used to seeing. We went out to Tombstone last year. Like the 30th anniversary of that movie. Michael Biehn was there, got to run it again. And We thought we were going to see a million stars. We stayed at or wherever the fuck that place is. We didn't see shit. Man, this phone sucks for light. I'm out here, it's pretty dark. It's only 8:30. I guess it seems like a lot because I left at 5. It takes a long fucking time to get down here. I'd sit down and summon something if I knew how to summon. Probably snakes right over here. I don't like snakes. Alright, I'm gonna sit on this rock out here. And I'm gonna concentrate for a minute. Huge load, look at that. There's cops following that load. Fuck, are they hauling a UFO down the street? I don't know. Probably it's a double wide or something. I tried to summon something. The drive out here where I'm at is the equivalent of if somebody who lives in Las Vegas were to drive up to Area 51, go up there for 4 or 5 hours and drive back. So that's kind of the equivalent drive. I don't know if we're going to have any military operations here tonight. I see a aircraft up to about 10,000, but not, I don't know. They do this stuff, but I don't know how regular they do this. You know, another place, a good place is Skywatch, is right at Luke Air Force Base. Not at, but you know, right on the anywhere surrounding area, because for some reason they're attracted to training areas. But then again, that the only place you would know is where they train. When we went up to Utah, we did a Skywatch up there. Tim was up there, Tim Sr., Jennifer was there, Terry Hall was up there, Dave Altman was up there. God, a couple of other guys, I can't remember. Frank Shanes was up there. He didn't mention anything about his psionic abilities. Now on Twitter he says he's an Air Force psionic expert. But he didn't say a goddamn thing when he was up at Utah. I think we saw a lot more stars. Maybe lights pollution so bad that Arizona is just getting wrecked. I'm gonna head back over to the Skywatch. still over here. This thermal cameras are running pretty good. I guess that's reliable out of everything. Notice lasers don't show up on thermal. Fuck, this sucks. I think if something were to happen, if they were going to do some training, they would have kicked it in by now. No. Can't see the blue light through the camera. Oh, that's just great. April's the most dangerous month for rattlesnakes. Wouldn't it be the summer? I don't know. I'm not a snake expert. And coyotes. You ever, watch Wile E. Coyote? Those things ain't big. You just kick the little thing. I've seen them out here. They look like little tiny dogs. And I'm like, people are afraid of that. I guess if it had fucking rabies. But, yeah, I've seen them out here before. You could pop those things probably within 22. I think just the sound of a gun would scare one off. Just shoot it, just pop in the air and it would run. The good thing is a lot of animals, their eyes glow night vision. Yeah, if there's going to be military operating shit, it's going to kick in by 9. So I'm going to give it another 20 minutes here. And think about the next one. The next one's going to be in town. It's going to be in Mill City. I'm not sure what night, though. It might be this week. If not, next week. Because it's going to cool down, so I want to take an opportunity of the cool down before it gets really hot here. But the next one I can bring more laptops and actually a capture card. See, I don't have somebody, I think, new to the chat or new Sky podcast. I don't have a capture card with me to capture into the thing so I can switch from this camera to this camera to this camera to this camera. That I have at home, but I didn't pack all that shit up and bring it. Even with the Beast, I would need an HDMI switcher, and I have one, but I don't want to buy a second one just for mobile. But definitely, it's a 2-laptopper. Doing this because I need at least one for thermal, another for broadcast, and then these things are power hungry. So if you can't plug into a place, which I won't be able to at the next Skywatch, but I'll be able to plug into the van. Let's see. I tried to do this with OBS because I'm streaming right now through the mobile app. There isn't a hell of a lot I can do because I can't just connect the P1000 to this. I can't connect the thermal other than just showing you this or any of these other cameras. I can film with them and then I can upload it later in the channel should anything happen. But with OBS, then I could do it. Then I could plug in a capture card and start going from this camera to this camera to this camera to this camera. But this is my experiment. 100 miles away from home, and I want to see just kind of, see to my pants Skywatch what the fuck is going to happen. What goes right, what goes wrong, what I'll need next time. Because I've been doing this for 3 decades. Going on the 4th one. We're going deep into the 3rd ones here. And then into the 4th one. Anybody got any questions in the chat? I'm going to wrap up in 20 minutes. It's going to take me 20 just to get the hell out of here. Thanks, Wes Decker, for that super chat. That'll go towards the gas tank for this experiment. missed some stuff in the chat. Not good with these phones. Oh, thanks, Wes. Oh, I need to get with you on your photos of the egg. Friday, gonna do I want to blow those up and put those into Pixel AI, Photo AI, and Enhance AI. One of them I think didn't do anything. Photo AI is really good, and I think Gigapixel AI is pretty good too. I wonder what else is out there. Like, is there? I'm sure there's other stuff out there, but what other stuff out there can enhance stuff really good without doing bad hallucinations? Because I forgot to show some of the head photos I had in the last podcast of the squid, the Jake squid thing. People say that it's balloons, but if you look, it's pulsing. They were calling it a heartbeat. Those are small details that I'm surprised they picked up on. If that is indeed a UAP and not just a balloon. And the radar imagery, people were saying, well, how come they didn't release the radar imagery? I don't know. But if they release it, most people won't know what the hell to do with it. I think my personal reason why I don't think the Skywatcher has released any radar data is because it's going to give away, they got to be careful because it's going to give away the GPS location of where they're doing this. And once they do that, the place is going to get polluted by Mick West's followers. There's going to be somebody, if this is in Texas, that's going to do what I did. They're going to get in a car and they're going to drive 200 miles. They're going to go, but they're going to go to fuck with them. They're going to have a bunch of balloons and then release them, and test them. I don't know, but you really want to keep your control area that they're doing with private while you conduct your research and not conduct it live with everyone watching. Because I'm right now at a gunnery range, right? No one's going to come in here and do shit unless they want to walk across unexploded bombs up. But what they're doing, that's going to give away the farm, and they probably want to book a TV series to help pay for that because it's very expensive to run 2 helicopters. And then the summiting thing, all right? They said that they have the psionics stuff, so the psionics is pure woo. They say everybody summons these in a different way, however they do it. But then there's the electronic method, and if they give that away, then it's going to be a rush of everybody on the internet. It's going to go after, if it's a radio frequency, whatever, to replicate it immediately. So that's going to be, if that doesn't work out, that's not going to be good. And they said that they're going to be able to, figure this out or get it all done by the end of 2025. They really put some limitations on them, where they're very, very confident in their ability of what they can do. So I'm just glad there's other people out there skywatching. So I'm just gonna put this out at your own pace. But at the end of the year, I'm gonna, 2026, I'm gonna say, where's that radio frequency data that these aren't balloons and these are jellyfish? How did the jellyfish thing jam you or the balloon? Because they have to prove these aren't balloons. You don't have to prove they are. You have to prove they're not. That's how this works. They said on skywatcher.ai that they have, different things, but they haven't posted it yet. But I'm sure they have a social media team that does all this. And Jake Barber is not sitting down writing goddamn Bootstrap 5 code for the website and then piloting the helicopter and then running the fucking radio frequencies. And they got other people doing this stuff. That's why they got about 20 people. And then there's other people I've read saying the whole thing is a CIA operation. It's going to fall flat, and they're going to have egg on their face, and then everybody's going to be seeing ufology sucks. These guys came up, and it was a sham. There's nothing to it. No. When when you get 50 years old, you don't go out and pull psychological operations on people for a fucking sham. You start worried about your legacy, that you were on this planet 50 years. Did you do anything good? Did you accomplish good stuff? Why were you here? No one gets 50 years old and says, I'm going to go, and then with me and all my friends, and pull a scam. It's a psych op. That doesn't make any sense. So let's see what shakes out. Because they didn't have to do this. They could just sit there and take their military pension. I mean, these guys were contractors, mercenaries, whatever. These people don't make like minimum wage. They make like minimum wage with 4 zeros behind it. Yeah, they put their life on the line for the country and all kinds of stuff. So, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to do my part out here, wherever. I'm telling you, out of all these cameras, the thermal, look at that. So this one here, this is color. Visibility is shit. The visibility here goes way up. I'm gonna take these videos. I'm gonna upload these, whatever worked out with the batteries, to the 4K Skywatching memory area. You guys can just look through them all. If you pay them $3 a month. So let's give about 10 more minutes to see if anything happened. On March 13th, they did this 5 times, about 5 times. There were 5 different flare drops. It wasn't just 8:30 happened, and then they said, holy shit, we got to cover this up. So launch these flares. The military isn't that fast. Everybody should have found that out, you know, what from the 9/11 attack, that they are not on the ball. They're not just sitting there in those jets with sidewinders and guns ready to go. That's a myth. Maybe they are in some other country, but not in this one. They had those flares going at like, it was like 8:15. I think about 8:35, 8:40. And there was one at 9:15. I recorded the one, that's what Blonder got. And Terry Proctor had some. And then I recorded the orb at the one that's on the channel at 9:40, 9:45, and then at 10, the rest of the Phoenix Lights. And Dr. Lynn, she filmed, I don't know, she says she filmed something, but as soon as the 10 p.m. got debunked, she said, oh, well, mine wasn't 10, it was earlier. It's like, no, yours was probably, according to Dr. Bruce McAfee, it was at 10. So you have any kumbaya? Yeah, I'll Wes, I'll get a hold of you tomorrow on Twitter and send you a DM and take a look at those photos ahead of time, and then I'll use ChatGPT and I'll say get me some other programs like Topaz and see what comes up on the list, because maybe there's something better. Maybe they're all the same. I know Photoshop has AI, but it's not for sharpening or enhancing things like this. I did advance the jellyfish head on those images, and it looks like it has wraparound sunglasses. That's what the thing has. It's white, these black pupils that go at the front of the camera, and it has a profile. And then everywhere that head looks, it has those black dots, almost like a lobster has these black dots for eyes. And that jellyfish has these, or their jellyfish or balloon, whatever, has these black dots. That's interesting. See, out here, a pan and tilt system with a thermal would be really good. But damn, I'm not going to get another one. I've got too many pan and tilts. Yeah, the blue light was a test. I don't know if you guys could see far. Oh, fucking Canon, shit. Well, see, that's like, you got them on, I think, a professional quality camera because your photos look in focus. So we'll see how much more AI can pull out of that. It's really good on the edges. So if there's any what I'm interested in is if there's any design on that egg, like, I don't know, weird squiggles, or is it just smooth? Because I think what from Jake was saying, I don't know how he would know so much about this, because if you just dropping it off, you don't get a good look at the egg, unless later you get to see it after you land, and then go into wherever the hangar they stored it and take a look at it. But what's on it? I'm not so much interested yet in what Skywatcher and what they think they can do. I want to know what the fuck they've done. I want to know who they work for. What did they pick? An octagon-shaped UFO and an egg. What else? Where did you pick these up? And where did you drop these off? And fuck, man, these people could force the government if they just said, here's the GPS locations of where they're at. Okay, there's something flashing right there. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna point the thermal at it. Let's see what we got. It's got an aircraft or helicopter. Turned its light off. Okay, that light, there it is. We got something low. Turning its light. It's right there. Okay, that's a helicopter there, I think, because it went this way. Is it right there? Right there. And thermal should be there, so we this is the type of stuff I was talking about, where the light goes on and then off. On and off. Regular aircraft is going to always see it until it goes on the distance. These things, yeah, these things do this. What we're seeing here. This is like, they're going to be dumb and shine the laser, I bet, because what they think of the Gatling gun or something. These are the things that just, it could be an A-10 out there. Yeah, but you can definitely see it right there. Absolutely nothing on thermal. See, if I can get it on oops. Damn, not this again. Yeah, of course it logs out when something shows up finally. Oh, come on. Damn it. Fuck yeah, finally. Go back to recording. Where's it? thing was fooling about. I don't know if Wes, if you're still on, you should send your photos over to Ross Coulthard. In his book, Mike, I got screwed up while I was reading his book. That's how I knew my eye was screwed up. As I was reading his book, it got harder and harder and harder, and I stopped. But in the beginning of Ross's book, he talks about eggs that were recovered in Australia. Or egg sightings, I think. I think there was egg sightings that were a long time ago. I never heard about. So he's got some really good egg sightings. And I'm wondering, does this predate when he knew Jake Barber or not? Did he write that book before he knew the whole Jake Barber egg recovery? Or did that influence his research, and then he decided that he needs to put some egg material, because it's all over in the beginning of the book. And then that way, when Jake's story comes out, you go, aha, there's a backstory. So kind of reminds me like when Dick Cheney was on television and he quoted the New York Times, but he was quoting his own article in the New York Times, so he's quoting himself. Kind of like the egg, what came before the egg, the chicken before the egg, or Ross and Jake. I got a dash camera, a 4K dash camera in my car, and one of the reasons I got it is because of UFO sighting on one of these roads. We had driven out to LA to go to a droid convention. There was a guy out there, and he had like 30 R2-D2s over at his house. So I brought my Imperial droid out, and we were done, and we were driving home. And we were by 29 Palms going down Highway 10. And I saw this light coming down. It was like 3 in the morning. I saw this light. We were out like in the middle of nowhere like this. I saw this light coming down. It was a white light, and I thought it was going to crash. And then it arced like almost like it ricocheted off something, and it shot off. And then I said, everybody get your phones out, and we grabbed our phones, but by then it took off. So it's like our jaw dropped looking at this, and when we realized, oh shit, this isn't normal, we should be recording this, it was over with. So if I had a dash camera like I do now, it would not only record the event, it would record the GPS position of where it happened, because it has Google Maps built into the system. Well, it's 9 o'clock here, been on 2 hours. I'm not seeing any military training going on. If it were, they would have done so by now. So I'm going to wrap up the gear before I lose some more, and call this a night on this one. You never know. You just got to go out. I film UFOs because dumb luck, and you just got to do this over and over and over and over and over, and eventually you run into something. Shit. Yeah, you're very welcome. We're going to pack up and go back to work tomorrow. But like everybody else, got our jobs. So you never know what shows up here or not. I'm Tom King. This is 4K Skywatch Podcast. Thanks, Wes, BP. Dan was here. Jennifer was here. Renee was here. God, so many people, new people. Mr. Eric Moyer, Sugar Man, Dan from Arizona Mother Load was here. BP, Squash, AG Blacks. I've never seen you in here. Welcome. Rhonda was here. Yeah, BP. It's been a fun Skywatch. The next one is going to be like this. It's going to be different. It's going to be $1 million view of the entire town, and I'm going to be on top of a mountain, and It's gonna be hard to figure out what to skywatch because there's so much shit. It's all the planes coming in and all the planes coming out. But then again, I can point out like where that boomerang flew over, and I haven't skywatched up there with thermal, not with this one. Skywatch up there with a different thermal. So maybe Thursday on that one, but maybe next week because got a big week. The cement pour happens on the 19th, and I'll be back on Friday. Friday's going to be another mainly photos to AI. We're going to look at old photos, the Vancouver photo where you could see a bubble or a transparent dome over that one. We're going to take that one and convert that to 4K and blow that up. There's also Chinese stuff from like the 1890s. 1890, I think they're one of the first early UFO photographs. And a lot of stuff that I didn't cover on the first one, I found, and we're going to be covering on this one. And a few more video blow-ups. The 96 Mexico, or 97 Mexico saucer, the wobbling one behind the building. Going to take that and blow that into 4K and then see if there's any extra details on that. Wouldn't that be fucked up if we found out that's real? That's actually, it was debunked, but really it shouldn't have been. That's why they won't tell us. That's why they won't tell us what and the hundreds of videos that the government has, because then we can go back through history and find out who you crapped on, which ones were real and which ones probably weren't. We can go back and sort out which shapes, which photos were good. Hopefully that comes out. That'd be some good disclosures. Disclosures already kind of happened. It's just now they're just squeezing out a little more details here and there. And it's going to happen so slowly. We're just all boiling frogs in the UFO water. So I'll see you guys next time at 4K Skywatch, and I'm going to have a safe, hopefully 2-hour drive home. And we'll see you. Thanks for watching.